Afternoon.
How you doing?
It's been a long day for you, Mr. Stanley.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Stanley, would you give us your full name and your Department of Corrections ID?
My name is David Stanley, 256659.
Thank you, Mr. Stanley. My name's Alvin Roche. To my left is Mrs. Connie Jackson. To my right is Mr. Pete Freeman. Let me explain the process to you. I will read some information into the record. Once that information is in the record, we'll conduct a thorough interview with you. At the appropriate time, we'll ask Warden Bickle to have input, comments, remarks, and after that, we'll allow Mr. Randall Myers of the Jefferson Parish DA's office that would like to make a statement for the District Attorney's Office in Jefferson Parish. After that, we'll give you a chance to make a brief statement before we vote. Do you understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Stanley, you are a 7th felony offender according to that's the record. Your offense is distribution of cocaine, and you were bailed as an habitual offender. In Jefferson Parish, you were sentenced on February 5th, 2014, and you received a 50-year sentence. Your parole date was October 4th, 2017. Your adjusted good time date is January 10th, 2028, and your full term date is January 4th, 2029. And I see where you've earned 600 days good time. Is all that information correct?
Yes, sir.
Your case has been assigned to Mr. Freeman. Would you please answer Mr. Freeman's questions?
Okay. How old are you, Mr. Stanley?
52.
And what is your educational level?
12th grade.
Okay. You received your GED or you graduated from high school?
I backed away from it.
Did what now?
I didn't hear you with the question.
Did you graduate from high school or did you get your GED?
Oh, I didn't get my GED. I dropped out.
You dropped out in the 12th grade.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. You made any attempts to get your GED since you've been in prison?
Yes, sir. I was in Angola in school until I got transferred.
Yeah. All right. Mr. Stanley, you own for distribution of cocaine. Are you a user or a dealer or both?
I was a user. I was selling crack cocaine to support my habit.
Okay, so you was doing both.
Yes, sir.
What kind of treatment have you received?
Well, I've been in the STAR program now for 15 months.
All right, how's that going for you?
It's going good. It's helping me out, giving me the tools I need to better myself.
Okay, tell me how it's helping you out.
Well, it taught me how to resist and not to do any drugs. It's just tools I picked up that I didn't have when I was home. And by me being in the class now, it shows me how to not want to, just not to be on them. And it shows me what I've learned. It just done taught me about how not to do drugs or how bad it was for me to be out there in the world selling drugs to other people and how it affects your health.
Is this the longest period you ever served in prison?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, before that, what was your previous long time? The most you ever served before you came in on the sentence?
9.5 years.
But what did you serve that?
This burglary charges I had in my past.
Okay. And these burglary charges were related to drugs too, I take it?
Yes, sir.
You know, you have a very, very poor supervision. You've been on supervision 9 times, 6 of them have been revoked. A couple of them closed unsatisfactory. Tell me what the difference is now. Why should I believe you're gonna make it on supervision?
Well, I done grow and I done matured by me being older. And I done learned certain skills in the program that I've been in that probably would help me in the world deal with my problems.
Do you consider yourself a drug addict?
Yes, sir.
What's gonna be your sobriety plan to get out?
To continue to seek help, getting an A and NA programs and going to the meetings and working.
Where are you gonna live?
In Metairie,
Who you gonna be living with?
my mother for a while.
Your mother for a while, okay? And where, do you have a job set up for you or you gotta find one?
I have one with my brothers.
Okay, what do they do?
They have pressure washer businesses.
Okay, you had a detainer at one time from Kenner. Is that straightened up for you? Is there any detainer on it?
It's still on him as far as the master prison record goes. Yes, it's still on him, but he is a trustee, so it must not be a significant, it's a misdemeanor.
Oh, you'd probably give you credit for time, sir. Okay, what's the best class you've ever taken? I've seen you've taken a classes. What's the best one you ever took?
I have these certificates.
The best one.
Yeah, but which one you got the most out of them? You've taken, I'm not being account classes you've taken.
The treatment for criminal and addictive behavior.
Okay, what did you learn from that you like so much?
How it deals with a person who's having problems with drugs and how it helps you keep your sobriety, being around positive people and therapeutic communities that helps you.
When was your last hearing, Mr. Stanley?
Last year in February.
Have you taken any drug treatment classes since then?
Yes, sir, within the STAR program.
Okay, great, okay. You have a good institutional record. You're a 5 member and I guess you used to be on the boxing team, still on the boxing team?
No, sir. I was an Angola. No, sir.
Okay. Learn those manners. I'm gonna tell you, they get a long way in this world. I'm just telling you, I tell my kids that all the time. Means a lot. You've had a few write-ups. 6 is what I'm showing. Let's see, I think the last was in 2020. I think it's 48. Yeah, looks like it's 228.20 for disobedience. Before that, you had a contraband write-up in 17. What was that about?
I was intoxicated, but I got written up for a contraband charge and set up for 14. When I was in
Okay.
Angola.
You was in Angola and you was intoxicated. You know, how you think you could deal in the world? There's alcohol everywhere, there's drugs everywhere. How are you gonna stay off of drugs and alcohol? There's no doubt that's your main problem.
Well, I have a plan to attend AA meetings and, NA meetings to help me with my situation as far as the drug thing and working. And just staying around negative environments.
You have any children?
No, sir.
Warren, you have any comments you'd like to make?
Yes, sir, Mr. Freeman, I tell you, like you said, his institutional record is good, and I gotta give him credit. He got denied on 2/8/22, I believe, and that same month is when he asked me to put him in the STAR. So right after that denial, at the end of that same month is when he started participating in the STAR program. So he did come to me and say, "Hey, will you please get me in that?" And he did, and I did. So, but he does, like I said, he's a trustee. He's in the STAR program. He's a Pride member and has a good institutional record.
I have no further questions.
Jackson.
No.
Mr. Stanley, would you like to make a closing statement?
Yeah, that if I'm granted parole, I won't deny y'all. I mean, I won't disappoint you.
I appreciate that.
Keep going, executive session, please.
I have a motion.
Second.
I have a motion for executive session, and it's been seconded. Would you please call roll?
Alvin Roche,
Yes.
Bonnie Jackson,
Yes.
Freeman.
Yes.
Session, we will be back momentarily. The panel is back from the executive session. Time is 2:01.
Warren, real quickly, do y'all have any idea when he would complete that STAR program?
He might know better than I do. How much we got left in the program?
I don't really know.
Yeah, it's usually a 9-month program or when they're ready, and he's done 15 already.
All right, that's what we was talking about.
Yeah.
I'd have to find out.
Okay, you ready for me to vote, Mr. Roach?
Yes, Ms. Freeman.
Okay, Mr. Stanley, I think you're doing good. I think your attitude's correct. But I think you need to complete that STAR program. We need to see it completed. It would mean a lot to me. You have a very poor supervision history, but I think that's all from alcohol and drugs, it seems to be. At this time, I'm gonna deny and advise you to reapply when the program.
Mrs. Jackson.
Mr. Stanley, I believe that you're on the track. I'm glad to see that. I think you have made some substantial progress, but I think you need to complete the program. So my vote today would be to deny. Encourage you to reapply once you completed that program.
Mr. Stanley, you have received 2 votes to deny your request. You need to complete your substance abuse in no period of time. Some take 3, some take 6, but most of the time, 9 months with the STAR program. You've been in the program for 15 months. That tells me that program is concerned about your progress. You need to buckle down, finish that program. When you finish the program, you can reapply. My vote also is to deny.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, I'll meet you.
Back in that GED program.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Have a good one.
One victim. It's been a long day. We appreciate you facilitating everything for us. We're gonna join at Dixon.
Yes, sir.
Institute, and it is 2:04 p.m. Good luck and have a good day.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all so much.
So